Hi, welcome to another episode of Bethany Talks About Stuff. I'm your host, Bethany F. DeVores, author of the Sea Adrasian Chronicles, available from Amazon. I'm taking a break from my Assassin's Creed review series to talk to you about the new gameplay trailer that Ubisoft dropped for Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, as a gamer, unless you've been living under a rock, you probably have already seen this trailer. You've seen the news that dropped. They also released the official date, which is sometime in October. It's in the trailer. We'll see it. For the game to actually come out. About 8 months ago, the cinematic trailer released. I didn't talk about it. I'm conflicted, and I'm still conflicted. But I think this game play trailer is interesting to look at, and I want to point some things out. Now, I'm not a frame by frame breakdown kind of person, but there are obviously some things that I find different that I want to talk about. So let's get into it.
Welcome, Hidden One.
Okay, first I just want to say, did that woman start smoking cigarettes at age 5? That is a very distinct voice.
You have died and been reborn.
Okay, so I want to stop there. First of all, again, that voice. She is actually a character that shows up in Valhalla. Like, I recognize that voice. It's so distinctive. And that was an interesting objective in Valhalla, by the way. I enjoyed it. But she makes the little cameo. An older version of her, of course. So I want to stop and just say, did you see those gameplay mechanics, right? So that's more classic Assassin's Creed gameplay mechanics. Valhalla didn't have all that. It had a few things, but having just played some of the classics, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, and I just finished Black Flag, I'm like, oh, I recognize all that, right? And I had initially played Valhalla, so it was totally different gameplay. So seeing some of that is kind of nostalgic, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, I also want to point out that graphically, and maybe other people don't think so, but I'm like, this looks beautiful. So this is a gameplay trailer, so it's more like the gameplay we're actually going to see when we get the game, obviously, than a cinematic trailer. But it's so pretty, right? And already, I think the music is just gorgeous. It's beautiful.
We need to find a way to get you inside without being seen. You could bribe the guards to look the other way.
I shall see what flavor best suits me.
See the rooftop assassination? I mean, that was in Valhalla, but I do love the rooftop where you grab somebody and throw them over the edge. That's kind of cool.
Embrace the fear. Quiet it. Find the stillness. And let's go.
I have to say that over the back thing, like, it first appeared in Revelations, if I'm remembering right. And yeah, I never mastered it in Revelations, so. But maybe I'll do better this time if I choose to invest in the game, which I'm leaning toward getting it now. This actually did help me. I know some people were like, I didn't like this trailer. So far, I've actually liked it. It's been the most compelling. It's been the most compelling thing for me towards potentially buying this game. So we'll see. But I've also noticed the use of the smoke bomb. I don't remember there being a smoke bomb in Valhalla. It doesn't mean there wasn't. I just don't remember it. But man, did I use that in Black Flag. So I'll be interested in seeing how that plays out. Also, I'm seeing a lot of stealth mechanics here, which means I'm going to struggle.
The stage is yours, Basim. We will be watching.
Okay, so October 12th. So, all right, there's a lot happening in that, 2-minute video. I saw the cinematic trailer, and my biggest concern was the character, Basim. So, here we go. Spoilers, potential spoilers. Remember that Basim was in Valhalla, and if you haven't played Valhalla, I'll try my best not to totally ruin this for you, but Basim turns out not to be who you thought he was, and not necessarily a character you would like. Now, Assassin's Creed has done this before. Edward Kenway wasn't necessarily a very likable character, but he wasn't all out evil. He was just really mercenary, So he was very hard to like, and he didn't really redeem himself, in my opinion, until almost the end of the game, which I'll talk about in my review. Valhalla takes place after the time period of this game, because this is like a prequel. It's like Basim's origin story, right? So I'm like, well, if I didn't like him in Valhalla because he turns out to be bad, then the whole time I'm playing this, I'm going to be thinking about Valhalla and his role in Valhalla and what he did. So obviously the developers know this, and they're going to use that, or they're aware of that, so they're not going to ignore that. They're not going to pretend like you don't know who Basim is. So I'd be interested to see how they work that out. There was some really crazy stuff about the Norse gods and them representing the ones who came before, or the first civilization, or whatever. It was very strange, right? So the overarching like modern story that keeps weaving into the Assassin's Creed games has just gotten more and more and more loony. Just loony. And I feel like they're trying to let's bring this back on track. I could see where in Valhalla they were trying to bring some of this back on track, but I don't know. I'm really torn. It looks beautiful. I'm not going to lie. I didn't like that kind of Middle Eastern city in Revelations, but here it looks gorgeous. So I think it's just about how it's being used too. This looks great. I have to admit, the city looks gorgeous. The graphics look beautiful. The music is fantastic already. So I think I could enjoy the setting just fine. I just am concerned about the character. I think that's my biggest concern, and I don't know if it is for everybody else. Something I've wanted to point out is the chatter I've been hearing from people, particularly from fans in my personal life that I'm friends with, is that a lot of people have started to dislike the more recent Assassin's Creed games from Ubisoft because they're not like the originals, which we get. Things change and evolve over time, but from Origins through Valhalla, it's been more of an open world RPG kind of flavor as opposed to that more linear, objective driven game like the first Assassin's Creeds. Now, what happened was it kind of turned into, and I can see this now that I'm going back through and playing them, it kind of turned into a rinse and repeat thing. And in order to raise the stakes, the modern day overarching story just has gotten weirder and weirder and weirder. And to the point, to me, it's distracting. I'd rather just them say, we're trying to find the right person to make this work. And oops, this isn't the right person. We better look for another ancestor. And then you play another ancestor. I think I would be more on board with that than what we're seeing now. But, I still enjoyed Valhalla, and I've enjoyed all the other games. As of filming this and what I've played, Brotherhood is probably still my favorite. It was just a great game. Ezio was wonderful. It's a good trailer. The cinematic trailer was actually good too, but it's still Basim. So there you go. It is what it is. So I'm interested to know your thoughts. Are you planning to get this game? That is my number one question to you, viewer. Are you planning to get this game? As of right now, I'm actually leaning toward getting it and playing it for no other reason than continuity or perseverance, because I've been playing all these other games. I just finished Black Flag and I'm going to skip to Origins, but I'm going to do Origins, Odyssey. I've played Valhalla. And so I kind of hate to not play this, particularly since it's going back to kind of the old school Assassin's Creed mechanics and methods. So I'm interested to know, are you guys planning to get this? Did you find this trailer helpful when you're trying to decide? What did you think of the cinematic trailer versus the gameplay trailer? I'm really interested. So you guys leave me some comments. Please, if you like the episode, like, share, subscribe, all the things you're supposed to do on the internet. I appreciate you watching, and that's it for now.